Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bama Standard, brought to you by Michael Petyak of Oakmont Financial Partners, member of Advisory Board Services Network, LLC. I'm your host, over-the-hill powerlifter and Bama grad, Justin Riley. With me, as always, is the living legend and all-SEC linebacker, Marvin Constant. Economy legend, Steve Brown, and senior analyst of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, Stephen M. Smith. What's going on, fellas, tonight?
What's happening, man? Hey, when you call him a senior analyst, does that mean he old? What does that mean?
No, man.
Old as hell, actually.
Nah, man.
It
basically means the lead analyst, basically the lead one.
Oh, I thought because you look like you got gout and high blood pressure. I ain't know.
Really? Hold on, man.
I thought you were suffering from erectile dysfunction and all that stuff.
Hold on now. No. Bump that.
I know, man. You know, that's why when they call you a senior analyst, I was like, yeah, he does like he's getting a little old. You know.
Hey, Waylon is getting us started off early. Popcorn, he says.
Yeah, I know.
Popcorn Saturday, guys.
Popcorn, yeah. Hey, man, was that not the most epic fail from Lane Kiffin? He got a little too cute, didn't
he? He actually did get a little
so
cute.
much more from him.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. And then
my thing was the CBS reporter Jamie Erdahl looked like she was scared when the headset started flying. Hey, poor Jamie.
Hey, man, he threw the headset and ran off. But the way he ran off was so lame. It was like I never played sports in my life.
He pranced off, Steve.
That
wasn't a run. That was a prance.
Hey, so you know what, man? I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I can speak on behalf of Marvin. I think that me and Marvin was really, really quiet, and we were cool. We were smiling the first half of the game. The second half, I think both of us lost our damn mind. No idea. Marvin, what do you think?
I think somebody else was calling the plays the first half. You know, it was like, you know, what's that old cartoon? You remember on Scooby-Doo when, you know, you got that villain and then stuff ain't going right and they put the mask off and they see somebody else? I think it was somebody else under the mask first half and then they got busted and then dumbass started calling plays second half.
Hey, Marvin. You know what? I believe somebody else was calling the plays the first half, and then Pete Golden was like, "Hey, coach, let me give it a try. Let me give it a try.
I can do it.
Let me add him.
No,
I can do it."
But you know, honestly, I'll tell you what I think it was. I think they had a good game plan going in. I think they executed the game plan well. Lane made adjustments at halftime. Pete said, "Oh shit, I've been getting screwed this whole season. I'm gonna stick with what I did the first half and pray to God that it continue to work." Whereas Lane made adjustments and came out and handed him his ass the second half.
Yep.
You know
what though, man? I gotta I'm liking what I see as far as them mixing it up as far as the run and pass now, because now we look like a more balanced team, and I think it was smart play calling finally. Playing against somebody that can score.
About time.
Yeah, BRob did his thing, man. BRob did his thing.
Yeah, but you know the best thing, I don't need to keep Pete's shirt. All right, I still don't want to keep Pete. But I'll say this though. Hold on one second. I'll say this. The one good thing about Bill O'Brien is he comes in and he wants to run the ball more, you know, which is good. More of that run mindset, which means he's going to slow the game down. He's going to slow the clock down, which means ultimately he is going to keep the defense off the field. Please keep the defense off the field. Do whatever you got to do.
Hey, Marvin, you know what? I didn't even think of that. Maybe Bill O'Brien was trying to cover the defense because, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to, you know what? Let's keep him off the field. And I feel like if we run this clock, then Lane will probably be trying to panic and all this other stuff. And then he'll probably go up. I think that's what happened to him.
Slow the game down. By slowing the game down, it changes the whole dynamics of Ole Miss's offense.
Yeah,
I thought it was whoever they got as the music consultant in the booth. That's what that was. Because the music consultant was playing he was playing them hits, and them hits had them folks going. Because I'm like, they dropped everything from DMX to T.I. to Young Jeezy to everything in there. I'm like, about time.
So in other words, the music guy tried to start a fight.
Boy, yeah. I thought you was about to say he was playing some Wayne Brady or something.
Yeah.
Some
ache and break your heart.
Yes. The funny thing is, speaking of the running game on the Ole Miss side, it was working against us, and Lane Kiffin completely abandoned it and decided to throw the ball against us, and he got nothing out of it.
Well, you know what the thing is, man, and you know, I think personally with defense, sometimes you're gonna give up something, you know, every once in a while. But the thing is, he knew we all knew going in that Lane like to air it out. So
Steve, hold on.
Go ahead.
Stacey just said defense is actually pretty good when they execute and tackle.
You know what? Hold up, now I was gonna get to that.
There's truth in that.
Yes, let me say this, man. Let me say this, and y'all saw it for yourselves. We had a lot of stops, but we kept missing tackles. And Marvin, like I said before, that's why I'm not sold on Toa. He keeps missing tackles, man. For you to be a linebacker, you ain't got no business missing that many tackles like that, man. He missed too many tackles.
No, I mean, you know, as a middle linebacker, you're supposed to be sideline to sideline, everything that move. If it's moving, you should be on it. And, you know, don't be scared to put your hat in there. You got to get your hat in there. Get you something. You know what I'm saying?
Marvin. He is sideline to sideline, but he always missed the goddamn tackle. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Steve, you ain't sideline to sideline if you ain't laying that wood when you get there. Like my coach always just say, if you want to spectate, buy a ticket. Ain't no in hell I'm running all the way across the field and I'm hitting somebody.
Okay, but Marvin, what I'm saying is this. Okay, you saying sideline to sideline is you gonna get to the play and you gonna make that hit. But what I'm saying, his version is he get over there and try to grab a jersey and sling somebody down and don't wrap up and they break the tackle.
Steve,
that's
Steve. As one of my coaches used to say, "Are you a cowboy? This ain't no rodeo. What you doing, man? This ain't no rodeo. Jump on his back."
Hey, all right, so our guys in here, our guests. Now we gonna go and get into this. I know you watched the game, bro. Did Toa miss a lot of tackles, and he's been doing it all season?
What you say, AC?
What you say, AC?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, AC?
When you talking to me, I can't hear you, Steve.
AC, we ain't got time to speak because we mad right now. Go on, lay us. AC, is it me?
Yeah.
Is it me? Or does our middle linebacker Toa miss a hell of a lot of tackles? Oh Lord, he done got stopped by the police.
Hey, look, he did miss some tackles, but he played doggone good now.
Yeah,
hey,
I would
man,
agree with that.
No, but AC.
Hold on, Steve. Hold on. Let me. AC.
I ain't buying that, man.
Hold on, AC. To Steve's point, you can make a tackle all day, but if you jumping on the man back and you tackling 3, 4, 5 yards down the field, you ain't doing us no good.
You right, man. Hey, man. I ain't seen that man make a ooh-wee hit yet. I've seen every Alabama linebacker that I've seen, even the ones that didn't get in the game, hitting somebody. He out there grabbing people. The dude still got some Tennessee in him, man. He still got Tennessee in him.
Hey, Stacey brings up a good point. DeMarco Helms was that guy Saturday, laying the wood.
DeMarco was killing babies out there, man.
He brought the wood, man.
Hey, man. Again, Toa still got some of that Tennessee in him. He ain't hitting like Bama players.
I agree with that. Marvin Carson, he ain't you. He ain't Salim.
You right, because if it was me, you know I'm nailing everything that moves. Teammates.
He ain't Salim. He ain't DG. He ain't Chris Horn.
Hey, look,
he ain't none of them.
Knew. If you don't make the tackle before I get there, you finna be a casualty of war with whoever got the ball.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, that's a fact. That's true statement.
Hey, what I'm saying, AC, is this, man. I'm not impressed with it, man, because the thing is, man, you can't be no middle linebacker for Bama, man, and you hit somebody and they dragging you 3 yards, man. Or you like for instance, now I remember who was it we
I
played.
agree with that. That's some truth to that too.
All right, okay, who did we play last week? It was somebody that did a screenplay and he caught it in the backfield and he drugged the man down. It was a good play, but that was the play. That was your ooh-wee moment. You grabbing the man up high and slinging him down.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about playing middle linebacker. Your middle linebacker should be the leader of your defense. He should be your head hunter. He should be the one who sets the tone for your defense. Your middle linebacker should be the most physical person on your defense. Your middle linebacker should be your gladiator, your warrior. He should be that one that no matter what's going on, is going to lay that wood and ain't backing down from nothing.
Hey, Marvin, check this out. Marvin, do you realize y'all don't even know this. I got a gunshot wound in my foot right now. You know why? When he blitzed every time and it was in the backfield and missed the tackle, I just shot myself. Like, you know what I mean?
What?
I just shot myself, man. I'm like, hey, man, Marvin, did you see how many times Toa was in the backfield to make a play and he missed the tackle?
I've seen a lot of missed tackles, and the thing that scares me about this defense is we haven't played a team yet that's going to challenge us enough to where those missed tackles will show up at the end of the game. Now, you fast forward this thing to 7 weeks from now, and we playing Georgia, there's no room for error because them boys' defense ain't giving up nothing. So
hey, man,
you can't give up those small plays. It ain't gonna work against them.
You know what though, man? I'm gonna tell you something, man. I mean, Georgia ain't really played nobody, and the only team they played to me that was halfway decent and they ain't that good is Clemson, and you saw what happened. So the thing is, I gotta see Georgia play somebody that's really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, they ain't playing nobody, and you can sometimes stats don't speak for that, bro.
Yeah, but the thing about it, I'm not saying that that they're all world team. What I am saying is they're going to be the best team we play all year, so we're not going to have room for error. That's what I'm saying.
The thing about Georgia is they're not going to be challenged to maybe the SEC championship, and they're able to get away with everything right now with that incredible defense. Guys, look at it. They're playing with a third-string walk-on quarterback on the offense, and they're still folks.
Stetson Bennett still there?
Yeah, he started. He
started Saturday.
I thought that boy been gone.
No, he was the starter Saturday, man. JT Daniels is on the sideline.
See, but that's my whole point. Our mistakes, we can't let our mistakes hurt us to the point where it costs us a game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you make a lot of sense.
How are we going to respond this week to a game that's not really hyped up? There's really not a lot going on. I mean, Texas A&M just lost to Mississippi State. I mean,
again,
they really don't. It's really not that high profile game that we were expecting a few weeks ago. So,
how
do we respond? Are we going to be?
And just for the record, I took Mississippi State Saturday.
Hey man, let me say this, man.
We know you want money, Marvin. We know you want.
You know what, Justin? That's a great point. Now, this is what we're going to find out. And if Bama plays down to the talent of who they're playing, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why Nick Saban is always mad because, again, Alabama hasn't given up a complete Alabama game yet.
No. And
I don't think that they playing down to the talent. I think Pete just over there killing us, man. I'm sorry, Pete killing us.
I don't know. I think we're kind of pumping our brakes too, man. It's like when we feel like we got everything in hand, we just kind of coast the rest of the way out. That's what
here's the thing about it. Hold on. Here's the thing about it. Shutouts are a confidence builder. We were up 35-0. If that defense had a shutout Ole Miss, that would have been a great confidence builder to build upon going into Texas A&M. Defenses, they need shutouts for momentum purposes and confidence. They lost all of that and let them put up 21 points. So now you got to get chewed out by coach and you starting all over again. See, Defenses need confidence builders just like offense. And our defense is not getting those confidence builders. It seems like every week it's a different obstacle or a different hurdle that's setting them back.
You know what? That's a great point too, man. Because honestly, you know, with a defense like that or any defense, if they pitch a shutout, they're automatically going into the next game like, oh, you know what? They ain't scoring on us either. It is a pride builder, it's a confidence builder. But man, when you give up that amount of points right after halftime, that makes no sense to me. That's why Nick's even mad. Same thing with Florida.
Yep. So instead of it being, hey, let's build upon this, let's take this, scoreless whatever into the next quarter, it's what do we got to do to make sure that this doesn't happen again? It's two different mindsets.
And I got to say this too, man. And I never thought I'd say it. Right now, from what I've seen, and I don't know if y'all gonna agree with this, but right now, from what I've seen, Georgia is the #1 team in the nation right now.
Yeah,
they're the #1 team.
I'd have to agree right now.
Well, I mean, they hadn't given up a touchdown in a long time now.
Yeah, I got to get.
I think we need. Hey, Steve, I think we need to check 99 birth certificate. I think he.
Hey, that's number 99 is Deonta Hightower. That's what that is.
Hey, that boy. We need to check his paperwork.
Hey, man, and you know what, man? One thing I saw that impressed me about number 99, that big dude was getting sideline to sideline too.
Yeah,
he can run.
Dude,
he can run, man.
He ran a running back down to the sideline and caught him in the backfield.
That guy, he can move, man. He does great down that line of scrimmage once he gets a feel for that thing. And he comes down the line, But again, their offense hasn't been tested either. And when they did get a slight test against Clemson, their offense proved that they don't have what it takes. So when it comes to Alabama, Georgia, you might see another 9-6 game. You might see a 3-0 game. Because both of those I can't say both of those. Their defense is going to be good. Our defense is going to show up. But it's just a matter of what the hell Pete decided to do that day as to how good or bad our defense will be. See, that's going to be one of those games where if we give up anything, hold on. It's going to be one of those games where if we give up anything, we could lose that game 6-0 off 2 field goals or something. Because their defense might shut our offense out because their defense is good. So that's why I say Pete got to get it together because there's no room for error.
Yeah, you're right. So go ahead.
Have you ever seen a coach or a coordinator this scrutinized before?
Hell no.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
we've never had before. Nobody's.
So let me ask y'all this. What team besides Georgia? Well, in the regular season, what team right now with the rest of Bama's schedule? What team would give Bama problems to y'all? I already got my
none.
I'm gonna tell you what team gonna give Bama problems. Arkansas.
The only team that gives Bama problems right now are the
Arkansas.
Arkansas won't give them problems because Arkansas hit that quarterback. Once you take away that run game, he's not gonna be able to beat you with the pass game, and we can stop the run game.
Hey,
Georgia made it so one-dimensional. Once you take that run game away, which we can stop the run. The run isn't what kills us. It's the pass game. It's what kills us. If you got a team, hold on.
We gotta stop breaking tackles, man.
Hold on, but just hear me out though. When we play teams that are heavy pass teams, that's when we go to more of 5 and 6 DBs. So it takes away from our opportunity to stop the run game. And then we don't get pressure up front. But Arkansas, they want to come in and run the ball. Then we'll run 4 to 5 D linemen with more linebackers, which will play to our strength, opposed to spreading us out. So they might be a favorite.
Now, Marvin, wait a minute. Hold on now. The D line looked pretty decent. Now they did look pretty decent the first half.
Mathis, especially, man, that boy destroyed everything in front of him. Man, he showed up and showed out.
Yeah, he did.
But what I'm saying is when we play teams that make us run 5 and 6 DBs is when we fall apart. That's like when Pete loses his damn mind when we got 5 and 6 DBs on the field. Arkansas comes in trying to run the ball. We can run 4 or 5 D linemen with 2 to 3 linebackers, and that plays to our strengths. It's when we got to run 5 to 6 DBs is when Pete loses his damn mind, and it just goes haywire.
Hey, again, man, I think true enough with the defense, My main concern is the tackling right now. The tackling. Now, I will say this, and we all agreed. I think it's Helm. To me, he was the weak link on defense because he kept missing all tackles. But this past week, he was busting heads. He was really hitting his ass.
Yeah, Helm stepped up. I mean, Marco stepped up.
I was really impressed when
it was just other guys that sitting here grabbing the air the whole time.
Hey, I got another question.
I see a lot of guys bumping into each other and not wrapping their arms around each other. You gotta stop that. I mean, you have guys dead to rights in the backfield. Take them down like you were taught in middle school. And I don't know why we're still talking about the same exact problem. Why can we not wrap up?
Everybody didn't grow up tackling corn in the field like you, Justin.
Well,
amen.
Only a few of us are selected to be blessed like that, Marvin. I mean, you know.
Amen. That's the only thing I think. That's the only thing about the defense they're not wrapping up. But and then speaking of running backs, what's going on with Trey Young? He done went from third string to 15th string.
Trey Young. This ain't the Hawks basketball.
Yeah, this ain't the Hawks.
No, not Trey Young. Trey Sanders. Trey Sanders. What's going on with him?
That's a great beard over there that all the time was kicking in, ain't it, man?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wrong sport.
A little bit.
Now that we unfortunately lost Jason McClellan, now their opportunity is there for Trey to take the ball. Will they give it to him? Stephen M., what do you think?
So
what do you see in the future, rather?
Chill, man. So the thing with Trey Sanders is, it's real talk. Trey can run the ball. We all know this. But with Coach Saban, it's when you don't have the ball, what you doing? Are you blocking? Are you helping out? Are you being engaged on the field even when you don't have the ball? Are you picking up blitzes? Can you pick up the blitz also? Because that's one underrated quality that McClellan had. Nobody talking about. McClellan would stick the dude in the hole if he tried to come at Bryce, and BRob does the same thing. So that's one area that you have to wonder: can Trey do that?
Oh, in other words,
honestly, this is what I think is about to happen, and we seen glimpses of it in last week's game when he got hurt. You seen a lot more of BRob. I think you're going to see BRob be a 3-down back for the rest of the season, and you're going to see these young guys sparingly. So BRob said he wanted to carry the mail. He's about to have that whole load on his back for the rest of the season.
Hey, man. Hey.
So what's his whole life though?
Hey, man. So in other words, Trey, like, look, if I ain't getting the ball, I don't give a damn about none of y'all. That's what he's saying, pretty much.
I still think you bring him in to be a change of pace, get him some extra reps, and then get BRob some rest here and there.
Yeah, but but if you can't block, you're a liability because the defense automatically knows if you in the game, either you running the ball or it's a screen pass. You're a liability if you can't. Because defenses pick up on patterns. I'm telling you, when we study film, we know if he's in the game, these are the plays that they run with this person. Trust me, you study all that. So I know if he in the game and he on block work crap, I already know what they play they finna run. You a liability at that point.
Now I like Donald's thought. Donald Schultz said, I say Jamil Billingsley will be the emergency running back. Why would you put Jamil as the emergency running back?
Absolutely.
What?
Hey man,
Jamil Billingsley as the emergency running back.
Who said that?
Donald Schultz.
Why you got that face, Steve? You like that old man with that old stank face.
Hey, so hold on. Billingsley is a tight end. How the hell he gonna be a running back?
He's an athlete, man. He can do anything. They've lined him up out wide before. Why not?
Hey,
I wouldn't mind Cameron too, though.
Time out. He's a tight end. Athlete, you lined him up out wide outside. That's all fine and cool. But putting somebody in the middle of that heat, that's a whole different animal now.
Yeah.
That's a whole different. Listen, when you got to run between them tackles and you got them monsters feasting on you, that's a whole different animal now. When you got to block a 300-pound defensive lineman, it's different now.
Hey, Justin, I got a bold prediction too.
Go ahead.
My bold prediction is this: you haven't seen Kool-Aid McKinstry in any games that much, right? And if he don't get in any games the rest of the year, he's going to hit that transfer portal because his ego is too big.
That's true. I can see that.
If he don't get if he don't get that playing time, he's going to transfer because his ego is just that big. And I'm just watching this kid, and to me, he has to grow like everybody else. And I think that's what Saban doing for him, because to me, from what I hear, he act like he already there, and he got this ego thing going. So if he don't get that playing time,
when you sign the NIL with Kool-Aid and your name is Kool-Aid,
yeah. Hey Marvin, I'm telling you, if he don't get that playing time, that Kool-Aid gonna go sour, and he gonna get the hell up out of it. I'm telling you, man.
Go back in the fridge.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about it. It's all mental. If you think you're that good, then you should be taking somebody's job. That's just the bottom line.
That's
the
it.
Play speaks for itself.
Right. That right there, my friend, is football. That's football 101. That's why I hate that transfer portal stuff. I hate it.
I do want to take it back to Jaleel Billingsley. Guys, the wide receivers haven't taken over just yet, but Bryce is finding his success mostly with Billingsley and Latu. Do you think this is something we're going to continue to see?
Yeah. You know why? Because the thing is, everybody forgets to cover the tight end for some reason. The tight end is the most underrated receiver on the field. So down the middle of the field, and then not only that, our tight ends, they're like hybrid tight ends. They're like big ass wide receivers. So they cover a lot of ground.
Steve, and something else you got to take into consideration, our offensive coordinator, Bill O'Brien. He came from New England. Look at all the tight ends he had in New England, and look how he used his tight ends in New England. Look at who he had from Rob Gronkowski. The boys had Aaron Hernandez. All them boys. They always had some tight ends that they utilized as weapons because it creates matchup.
Marvin, that don't sound right. Just say he has some good football players at that position, because he has some tight ends that he can utilize. That don't sound right, Marvin.
All right.
That sounds like one of those movies
also, he had tight ends with the Houston Texans.
And he gonna keep it going. He gonna keep. Hey Marvin, that just don't sound right with coming from a dude with a book cover and he's naked on the book cover. That just don't sound right. He had so many tight ends to utilize. And
I'm gonna let you have that one.
Okay,
but you think about it. In most situations, if you have a tight end and as much man-to-man coverage as a lot of these schools like to run, that tight end is usually going to be one-on-one on a safety or on a linebacker. And most safeties and linebackers aren't fast enough to cover them. If they're on a cornerback, most cornerbacks aren't big enough to cover them. So, it's all about how you motion them out and use them to create the matchups, man. Are you in the third grade, man?
Hey, man, hold on. Hey, did you say tight end and then man to man? Come on, dude.
And motioning out.
Do you need a juice box? Is it nap time?
Hey, for real.
He wants to get the Kool-Aid, Steve.
Hey, Stacey Blackwood. Stacey Blackwood better go play about Deonta Lawson.
Marvin said that pull-out game tight.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a family show. I apologize, people. Oh, hey,
what were you trying to say about Stacey Blackwood? What did he bring up?
he got a tight end too.
He brought up Deonta Lawson played running back in high school.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on that statement he made? What did you see of him?
I wouldn't mind using Deonta there, but my main thing is, can we see what Sanders and Roydell do first? I mean, can we see what those two guys do first behind BRob before we have to seriously look at an emergency running back?
Well, I think you're saying emergency running back just in case one of those three get hurt. Then our depth is really down. So I get it. You may as well go and start putting somebody back there just in case. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, just go ahead and have one of them receivers back there.
But don't they have like 8 or 9 scholarship running backs though?
Hey, Marvin, another thing, no. Marvin, don't they have? Don't get it twisted. It'd be some damn good running backs on them practice squads too.
All right. So here's one thing that most people aren't taking into consideration. A lot of these guys played running back or in high school. They might be playing defense now. For instance, I played linebacker at Alabama, but I was an all-state and fullback and tailback in high school. I know a lot of other guys who are all-state at running back that just go play defense because in high school you just play whatever to meet your team needs, and then in college you get to pick what you want. So there's a lot of guys on that team that were all-state probably at running back that just choose to play defense or other positions.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you who won. What's his name? The white guy, the linebacker. I looked him up. He was a running back in high school as well.
Trey Sanders.
Drew
Sanders. Drew Sanders. Sorry.
Drew. Yeah, he was a running back and he was a wide receiver in high school.
Justin, how you forget his name? He's the only white guy on defense. My God.
Justin is a racist. Justin the racist.
Also,
Justin racist.
Think about this though. In high school, picture this: JoJo Earl had 14 rushing touchdowns in high school. I'll put him back there.
That's what I'm saying. Most of these guys,
they'll kill him. They'll kill him.
There's a lot of all-state running backs and guys who are highly recruited running back. They just choose to play defense in college. You know, like when I got to Alabama, they asked me what I wanted to play. I want to go defense. So I like hitting people. I wasn't a fan of getting hit. That ain't so. You got a lot of guys who can do it. They just choose not to. Prime example. Last week we were talking to Cyrus. Cyrus went for wide receiver because that's what he wanted to play. Then he goes to DB, and he's one hell of a DB. Most of these guys can play multiple positions. That's not an issue.
Hey man, and another thing, speaking of JoJo Earl, y'all stop saying he waddle like, because he's not. He ain't nothing close. Ain't nothing.
Saban said it.
Huh?
Look, Saban said it.
Well, I don't. Well, you know what? This is the first time ever I'm gonna doubt Saban because I ain't seen it.
I got an unpopular opinion. John Mechie is very underwhelming this season. He hadn't really broken out like I thought he would this year.
He's been double. You know what? He's a primary receiver, so they're double covering him too.
I will say this though. Remember Justin last year, the Texas A&M game popped Mechie out there. Now he goes to College Station to face A&M. And this is going to be a game where you're going to need Bryce Young to throw that ball more. This could be Mechie's rebirth.
Okay. I got you on that.
So you saying that Texas A&M has a good rushing defense?
They got a really
Texas
good
A&M ain't got a good nothing, man. Them boys trash.
I'm telling you, that DeMarvin Leal, that boy beast now up front.
Texas A&M, I watched them play against Colorado. I was not impressed. I watched them play against Mississippi
Jimbo
State.
Fisher fault. Jimbo ain't no guru the way they think Jimbo is. If you
I don't care whose fault it is, they not as good as people make them out to be. I've watched them play multiple times this season for gambling purposes, of course. Them boys are trash.
What?
Yeah, they ain't that good, man.
Marvin, why does everything equate to you losing money?
I know.
Well, because I lost money on them against Colorado, so I studied them. And when they played Mississippi State, I knew to take Mississippi State. Again, I study most teams, you know, for gambling purposes. But
okay, you know what though, Marvin?
It also helps me to better understand what their strengths and weaknesses are when it comes to when they play Alabama. Alabama is going to physically dominate. So I'm gonna tell you now, I took Alabama. Hold on, I took Alabama in them 17.5 points. I put that in today because Alabama is going to physically dominate them.
But also, you did this because you like the extra Benjamins in the pocket.
Well, not really. It's more of I be bored, and it's just another way of keeping myself entertained.
Hey, let me say this, man. Now you know what? The Alabama A&M game would have been the game probably of the week, the month, the century if they were winning. Because Jimbo Fisher did say that I'm gonna beat Nick Saban's ass. He did say that, and then but you're losing to everybody else now, so nobody really want to watch the game.
Jimbo Fisher agent is the biggest hustler of all time. Boy, he hustled Texas A&M to sleep, boy.
Yeah, he did.
Well, in all seriousness, Stephen M. Smith, you've been scouting these guys, man. What do we really need to know about Texas A&M going into this game?
Nothing. Stay out of their way. Don't get hurt. Get to the next game.
Yes, definitely don't get injured. But number one, we got to tackle their running back. That Spiller kid can run. We got to tackle the running back. The quarterback does not scare me because their starting quarterback got hurt, and the backup is
against Colorado.
Yeah, and the backup is not really all that good. The receivers can't really create that much separation at all, so all they got is the running back. They got a decent defensive front, so offensive line, Darian Dalcourt, do not be snapping the ball for Bryce Young head. But, I mean, overall, decent team, but not a team that you would really be in fear of.
Hold on. When their quarterback got hurt against Colorado, I seen that team go from being halfway decent to one-dimensional to we just out here on a hope and a prayer. Literally.
Bon Jovi?
In one game.
Bon Jovi? In one game, Bon Jovi?
In
one game. And I'm just watching because I'm watching my money go down the toilet at the same time. I'm like, y'all can't be this bad that fast. Like one person get hurt and y'all are that terrible that fast. But hold on. Hold on, though. And it hasn't gotten any better because you would think with 2 or 3 weeks of practice, because he got hurt, that was 3 weeks ago against Colorado. You would think that the backup would at least improve some with practice throughout the week. It seemed like he getting worse. Like, how do you get worse as a starter after you practice with the ones? You should be getting better going this way, not this way.
Yeah, I agree.
But here's the crazy thing, Marvin, is at Texas A&M, you can shake a tree limb. 5 stars are falling off the tree. Like A&M fans saying, we got the facilities, we got the money, we got the buildings, all you want, we got it. And I watched
but we ain't got the win.
I watched the Arkansas game. They didn't want to tackle a soul against Arkansas. There was one play, this dude, last name Green, bounced off 30 people and scored. Bounced off 30 people.
But you know what it is though, Steve? They got all the facilities, they got all the everything. The only problem is they're in the same division with Alabama. Most kids, if they ain't playing for Alabama, don't want to play Alabama.
Yep.
Look, okay, Marvin, do this then. Tell that to all them oil tycoons and power brokers down there that keep saying Texas A&M should be on the same level as everybody else. We put all this money in. Go tell them power brokers down there.
You put your money in whatever.
Listen, man. If you're talking about Jerry Jones and all these other rich people, you know, the Arkansas alums, the Texas A&M alums with all this money, they got to learn one thing, Steve. They ain't out there playing. Football has evolved over the years. Linemen are no longer 5'11", 180 pounds. It's a different ball game these days.
Right.
So again, most kids that aren't playing at Alabama don't want to play Alabama.
Hold on, wait, Marvin. I beg to differ because I don't know if you saw that clip, but Kentucky fans were hollering, "We want Bama," and that one guy.
Hold on,
you don't. You
Steve,
really don't.
Hold on, Steve.
Enjoy the moment.
Hold on, Steve. Who was hollering, "We want Bama"?
Kentucky.
Kentucky what though?
The Kentucky Wildcat fans.
No. Kentucky fans. You didn't see one player out there hollering, "We want Bama."
Hey, man. Hey, Marvin.
Hey, Steve, it was the people in the stands drunk off Pabst Blue Ribbon who ain't got to go out there and get
their that was moonshine.
Hey, Marvin, but hold on. Marvin, but you know what? At least one of them fans wasn't drunk because he was saying, "No, you don't want Bama. Just enjoy the moment." And more.
You know, it's always the people hollering they want Bama that don't have to go out there and line up against them. It's different when you go out there. It's different when this come out and you lined up from this. It's different then. It ain't all that. We want Bama. Yeah, you can say it out there in the stands. Do you line up across some killers who out here to execute you and your children and everything that move? It's different then.
Now you know what? Hey, now you know what? Now that's coming from a real all SEC linebacker. Now if we ask Toa to say that, well, we'll kill you, but we'll let your kids live and go to have an exciting life in school, and we'll walk them to the bus. Man, that man ain't mean at all, man. That man ain't mean.
Nah, I wanted to end your whole family lineage. I wanted to end with you. Like, you're gonna be the last of your name.
Hey guys, listen. I got a room. I'm at karate practice, and I see my son with his on the ground goddamn again. So
tell the truth. You over there taking self-defense classes. Willie Earl let your ass again.
Hey, where's Clyde? We hadn't seen your uncle in a while, man. What's going on with him?
Hey man, he had hemorrhoid surgery. He'll be back though.
There the girl leave you alone. Tell her quit jumping on you.
Hey, he had to get one of Willie Earl's shoes removed. Hey guys, I'll get back with y'all later though, man.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
How you, Steve?
All right, brother.
Go ahead and get that Emmitt Smith touch of gray. Touch that up too. Get that.
Hold on. Emmitt Smith got touch of gray for real?
Yeah.
You didn't know that? You never seen those commercials with Emmitt Smith with the touch of gray?
I gotta get my dad on that, man. My dad need that for real.
You just told us how young you really are, sir.
Look, I'm getting my pops a touch of gray though, for real.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith touch of gray. You never seen the Emmitt Smith, the Just For Men touch of gray Emmitt with the commercial?
Look, I saw all but the one with Emmitt on there. That's the only one I didn't see.
Well,
do your research, youngster.
To our audience members, I do have to apologize. Both of our guests had technical difficulties tonight, so they couldn't jump on. We are going to reschedule them, not for next week, but the week after, because next week we got some dudes coming. But before we get to that, Marvin Constant, if you would, man, go ahead and hit us up with 40 Plus Strong. Tell us what's going on, how we can get our hands on everything.
Let me lean back a little bit. 40 Plus Strong is 40 Plus Strong. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. You want to learn? You want to learn the secrets, the tricks of the trade? But in all seriousness, though, once you hit that late 30s, early 40s, you have to change your way of thinking, how you approach your workouts, because you're high risk for injury. Your body doesn't recover like it used to. Your nutrition doesn't do quite what it used to do for your body. So you have to change your entire mindset in order to achieve the fitness results that you really want at this age. So, that's what 40 Plus Strong is geared toward, getting people to understand that process, that dietary needs and everything that they need to truly achieve their desired fitness goals once they get into their 40s and 50s. Because again, the science tells you it's completely different for a 40-year-old to be in shape than it is for a 20 or 30-year-old to be in shape.
Without a doubt. All right, Stephen M. Smith, if you would, man, you got the rest of the week of In My Own Words coming up. If you would kind of give us an idea of what you're going to be talking about as we quickly approach the Texas A&M game.
We're going to try to make the A&M conversation interesting. I got a buddy of mine, Mark Passwaters from TexAgs.com. He'll be coming on to talk Bama A&M and what in the world is Jimbo Fisher going to try to prove or pull in this game, trying to, do something to get his team motivated against Alabama this week. We got the TDA watch party on Saturday. So I'll be in the watch party to check out this. I will not be making that trip to College Station because I figure, are we really going to spend over $1,000 to go down there and watch A&M get drugged? No. So I'll be checking out the game from the watch party.
Stephen,
I tell you how this before you get out of here. Take Alabama in those 17.5. Take Coastal Carolina on the halftime line.
What is this betting show now?
Hey, man,
they'll cover that. Take Houston with the -5 for the game. Take BYU with that -6. They'll cover that as well. And whatever Georgia halftime line is going to end up being, I looked at it earlier. I can't remember. Take that. You'll win money with those lines.
Also, take my Tokyo Drift muffler to beat Thanos. My Tokyo Drift muffler is going to cover that on Thanos. Also, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Part 3. I think that's coming up this week or next week. That's going to be this week.
Oh,
is
take
Deontay
Michigan
Wilder
State
better?
Michigan State gonna cover too. Take that one too.
I'm just saying, how much improved has Deontay Wilder gotten since the last fight? I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see it too. Somebody tried to get me to take a bet on that. I don't bet on boxing. I don't know nothing about it.
But seriously, take my Tokyo Drift muffler, -3 over Thanos. Take my muffler.
Listen, before we get to the guests and ultimately close out, I'll remind everybody, if you're in the Atlanta area, sorry, and you're looking for a home, hit our boy Cyrus Jones up, man. He's ATL luxury realtor. He's a Bama boy, so you definitely need somebody that you can trust handling your home needs. So give this man a call. We got his number on the screen right here. Hit him up. He's doing big things. All right, folks. Next week, be Sci-Fi Jones. Next week, guys, I'm going to tell you, this might be one of the biggest shows we've ever had. The guests are going to come with it. We got 2 men. One of which is the immortal Bo Scarborough. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. And the other is probably one of the hardest hitting linebackers in the history of Alabama. Matter of fact, there's one man playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who is still having nightmares about this guy. Matter of fact, if you mention his name, he probably pees a little bit. Yes, that person I'm talking about is none other than Mr. Reuben Foster.
Oh, wow.
So definitely check us out next week. We're going to be rocking. But anyway, guys, let's just bring it home against A&M. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Please, Pete.